So how do we solve these limits? Well, see, it's the same function. We just got the one on the left side and the one from the right side. So let's start with the one on the left side. So what do they even mean by the left side? They mean plug in a number just smaller than 1, just less than 1. So let's think about doing that. What if we plug in like something like 0.99? So basically 1, just a little bit less than 1. And let's kind of plug it in and see what happens. So we got basically 1 squared minus 3 times basically 1 over basically 1 but a little less minus 1. So let's think about what we have here. We've got, what is it on the top? Well, the top, 0.9 squared, so basically 1 squared is basically 1, minus 3 times basically 1, so that's sort of just like minus 3, over basically 1 minus 1, but a little less, so sort of like negative 0. So remember, all of this is just like in terms of basically, but that's kind of how it works at infinity. So what do we have then? We have basically negative 2 over negative basically 0. So, well, the negative divided by negative, those are just going to cancel out. And 2 divided by a really small number, so that's going to be positive infinity. So as it approaches 1 from the left, it'll be positive infinity. And then, since this is a single root asymptote, just x to the first, we expect this to be opposite on the other one. But let's plug in and see. So here we're going to plug in a number just bigger than 1. So basically 1, but a little bit bigger than 1. And what's going to happen there? So we have, the same thing on the top, actually. Basically 1 squared minus 3 times basically 1 over basically 1 minus 1. So we get the same thing on the top. We're basically getting negative 2 on the top. And then on the bottom, it's basically 0, but it's positive this time. It's positive really small number. So negative 2 divided by a positive really small number, that's negative infinity. So notice that these are kind of weird because we never really plugged in those numbers. It's like we really plugged in 1, but we just thought about if it was right below 1 or right above 1. But that works out. That's what you have to do. And you get your positive infinity and negative infinity.